now we're going to do the same kind of thing, but we're going to end up with a remainder on this one. And I want to show you how you would end up writing this one, because we're going to express this result, and you look at the wording down here. If there's a remainder, express the result in the form of q of x plus r of x divided by b of x. I'll show you what they mean on that, but it's the same process that we just did. We have x, oops, sorry, I got still in the highlighter there. We have x minus 2 is the dividing thing, and we're dividing x to the fourth minus 8x cubed plus 9x squared plus 5x plus 2. So we're going to divide this out. We're going to do the same thing we did before. I'm going to write this one x to the third, because that makes this x to the fourth minus 2x cubed. Just like we did before, we're going to subtract. When we subtract those two, what we get is negative 6x cubed here. Bring this down. Next thing we do is we say, okay, well, then we got to have negative 6x squared here, which makes this negative 6x cubed plus 12x squared. And then we subtract. And that subtracting, remember, we're just doing the opposite. So when we subtract those, scroll out a little bit so I can fit the whole thing in there. This is going to be negative 3x squared now. And we'll bring this 5x down. So now we're going to multiply by negative 3x. So this is negative 3x squared plus 6x. Subtract again. Now this is negative 1x. If we bring this 2 down, and now if we multiply by negative 1, then this is negative 1x, and this is plus 2. And on this one, this particular one, when you subtract them, you get 0. So there is no remainder on this one. If there were a remainder, let's say this was our remainder, what we would write for our answer is the following. What we would write is we would write x cubed minus 6x squared minus 3x minus 1 plus our remainder divided by x minus 2. So if we had a remainder, that's what it means. Now this one doesn't have a remainder, so in this particular one, all we got to do is write x to the third minus 6x to the second minus 3x minus 1. And if I didn't make any arithmetic mistakes, I got it right. Okay? Now they do a thing called synthetic division over here. I'm not going to do that. So you might not be able to look at their solution. Go back and look at mine. I won't do this synthetic division. If you want to learn about synthetic division, I'll put a... you can look it up on YouTube, actually. If you want to learn about synthetic division, this whole process, you can look it up on synthetic division. I'm not going to do it. So let me see if I can get a new problem. And let me see if I make, oh, there, perfect. So this one has a remainder. So let me do this one. And some people say, synthetic division is so much faster, because why wouldn't you do it? It's because if you don't remember it, if you don't remember the process, it helps you, it has some pretty significant limitations that if you really want to know, I can unpack those for you and show you what those limitations are, but I'm not going to do it here. And here's what I'm going to do. So we're going to go through this one. First thing I'm going to do, get rid of that x to the fourth. So that's x to the third. So this is x to the fourth minus 4x cubed. Subtract. negative 2x cubed here, plus 4x squared. I'm not even going to draw that arrow down there because I've done that so many times. You should know what that is if you watch those other videos. Multiplied by negative 2x squared. That way I get this negative 2x cubed plus 8x squared, and I'm going to subtract. That means I'm going to have negative 4x squared here plus 18x. I know that I'm going fast, so if you need to kind of slow down and write as I go, please do. Multiply this next one by minus 4x. So I got negative 4x squared plus 16x. If I subtract these, I got 2x and minus 12. And then finally, if I multiply, if I get this, so if I do plus 2, this would be 2x minus 8. And if I subtract on this, I end up with negative 4. So what that means for my answer is my answer to this problem, I'm going to scroll out so I can write it down. I know it's a little small, but my answer then is the following. My answer is x cubed minus 2x squared minus 4x plus 2 minus, or we could just do plus negative 4 over x minus 4. And I think Delta Math will accept that. I will make sure. So let me type it in here. X to the third minus 2x to the second minus 4x plus 2 plus negative 4 divided by, and there's the problem. They're going to make the, see how I made it that plus negative. Let's just do that as a negative there. That'd be fine. And let's do x minus 4 here. And that should be our right answer there. There it is. They do synthetic division. You're welcome to look at synthetic division and try to learn that if you'd like to. Hopefully that helps. Let me know if you need help.